Pepper, these are not for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Akala. This is He is Risen episode. Did I have that right? Episode 34?
I don't know.
If not, it's close enough.
I think that's correct. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. Nope, don't do that. Live episode, yeah, episode 34. Almost at my age of episodes. One more, and we'll be at my age. Yeah. I don't know. I completely lost my train of thought. So I said hello, everybody, and I said welcome back to the world of Akala, and I said this is He is Risen, episode 34. I've got everybody with me except Josh is somewhere. He'll be somewhere until about 7 o'clock. Then he'll be with us. That's going to be the norm. I'm not going to say that every single time. So I've got everybody with me. Everybody say hi.
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 Hello.
All right. Last time on He is Risen. After speaking with the king about the Cult of Blood and the Fiend King speaking to you in your heads, you went to the Guild Tavern for a late lunch or a light snack, as Araneus insisted. During which both Leocron and Kremkill announced they were leaving the party. Everybody shared a group hug. I think it was Araneus who said he shared some pats on the shoulder, less so a vlog. Afterwards, you were approached by fellow adventurer Jack, who had a lead on the missing woman Josine, who you were tasked with finding by the king. And he wanted your help following up on it. Hesitant at first, because you weren't sure whether or not to trust Jack, you decided to go with him. Jack brought you down the trade road into Martzlock and then back into the woods where you found a group of cultists guarding a hatch in the ground. You fought the cultists and went down the hatch into an underground chamber. There were 2 more cultists guarding a door, which Araneus took care of. Then you went through the door into a room where Josine was being held by a single cultist. The cultist told you that she wasn't worth saving because she sold her soul to the Chain Devil. Once you were all in the room, the door shut and locked behind you, and an orange gem in the ceiling activated an anti-magic field. You couldn't get through the door or destroy the gem and were trapped. You questioned Josine, and she reluctantly told you she sold her soul for her husband to love her again. Sorry. Lost my notepad. There we go. There we go. You told her you would help her get out of her contract with the Chain Devil by finding a loophole in it, but the contract was back at her home. After about 3 days, you heard screaming and tumbling outside the door, and it opened to Andor and Oz's crew. Now, I want to go back to during those 3 days because we were getting towards the end of the session and I was trying to hurry it along towards the conclusion. But during that 3 days that you were all trapped in this room, let me put some, let's do Blighted Forest. Let's put that on. Let's put some music on in the background. During that...
Hero Forest.
During that 3 days, you've got really nothing to do but talk and sleep and eat your rations, drink some water. That's really all you have to do, and you have this new adventurer with you. Am I missing
Quick
people on the
question.
map here?
I got a quick question.
What's the question?
So, Well, one, you are missing Wynne on the map. But the question is, I know that we're in an anti-magic field. Does my ring work or no? Because you said innate abilities, and I don't know if that would count.
That's not an innate ability. Your ring would not work.
Okay, so I don't go in it.
Okay, yeah, no, you wouldn't go in it.
Nope, okay. Because Jack hasn't seen that yet.
Nope, I have not.
So does anybody want to talk to this newcomer? Anybody have any questions? Or is
Yes.
Jack interested in this party? Does he have any questions? Or is it just silence the 3 days?
Wynne would certainly be
Mm-mm.
interested in this new person and want to. What? I'm sorry. It's been a long week apparently. What did Jack look like again? There
Kind
he
of-
is.
Anime boy.
And he was
Again, it was the AI that generated anime style, not me. Anyway,
and he told us that he was
Why did that show to everybody?
yeah, why did that?
supposed that he was kind of
Well,
not really a
not everybody
manipulator, but
Like a charismatic influencer type person.
There we
That's
go.
What I was kind of doing.
and he's shown us that he can also change his appearance.
Yes.
So Wynne would be interested in how he's able to change his appearance and would be taking notes and asking him about these abilities and if they're magical in nature or just an innate part of him or her or whatever. And
I guess it would be maybe appropriate. I don't know. But so Jack would freely tell you that they're a changeling, so they were just born of a race that can change their form. Pretty straightforward. They have two main personas, Jack and Jenna. Just male and female form. He would not reveal any other forms if he had any.
Oh, I should put the map up. There we go. I'll show the picture of Jack and Jenna again because nobody saw that because I didn't have the map up. There we go.
Well, there was a quick way to swap names. Oh, I can swap the name like that. Okay. So, Jack, currently.
Oh, you can change the name? Cool.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that. I should be able to switch it.
They didn't know the player could change the name. That's cool. So Jack / Jenna has told you they are a changeling. Any more questions for your current companion?
I mean, if your character wanted to pry into other personalities, they could, but
I mean, is
don't usually use them. Is the plan.
Jack from this area? We know that he spotted the. Why was he in the area here to be able to spot these cult members taking Josine?
Happened to be passing through on business, which
What
You can say it in a way that where it's
business?
kind of yeah, exactly. Okay. What was that? Sorry.
What kind of business?
My business is mine alone.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna join us, then, if it's gonna affect us, we might need to know.
Clearly, I was doing a job for the guild. Now, meta-wise, do I roll deception for that? Because, yeah, I wasn't. So, I'll roll deception if that's alright.
Yeah, go for it.
A minimum of 16. So, if it's anything less than 16, it's a 16.
He seems like he's on the up and up.
Slow to roll because I'm working on one screen here because I'm
You got a 5.
at a hotel.
Meryl's just playing with her bag of ball bearings. It's hard to say that.
Her ball of bag bearings.
Yeah,
For balls.
her ball bearings. The ball bearings. Trying to infuse something, but miserably failing every time.
This is not gonna work, Meryl. The gym.
Don't care.
Well, I'm gonna break the silence by playing my glower.
Make a performance check. It's okay.
Seems like
And
we're going
I'll-
with 14s tonight.
And I'll join in with the pan flute.
Oh, yeah, that buzzing's the music. It got me again.
Yeah, I'll join in with her
Speaking of
the
which,
pan flute.
do you play an instrument, Jack?
Wait, do I? Hold on. Let me check my stuff. I think I do, actually. But maybe not. No, I don't.
Added an instrument to my inventory, but I don't see it in
I
there.
roll
We all-
dice.
we all-
I don't play instruments.
We all bought instruments.
If this adventuring thing doesn't work out, we're just gonna start a band.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could be your manager.
I thought it's a different character that has dice. I don't have dice.
Any more
Yeah.
questions? You need
Other
a
than
direction?
that, I don't think Jack would ask many questions. I think he knows what he needs to know for now. So,
So what would you be doing to pass the time?
So I've noticed you don't really fight, Jack. You just kind of yell things at people.
Yeah, you kind of just bullshit your way through situations.
So like,
yes, my fine art of word of mouth,
so
tricking everyone into doing as I wish. Yes.
so do you fight? Like, actually, like wield a weapon and use it?
All right. Jack pulls out his rapier that was at his side the whole time and says, "I can stab something if needed, but I don't see
Hold
the
on.
point."
Can I like look
Oh,
at the
yes.
rapier to see if it's ever been used?
It probably would see very little use, actually. Yeah, based on how I wrote this character, but very little use.
Used to cut
Seems
cheese
fairly
or
shiny.
something.
Use the open
Yes.
mail and
Would you cut a bag open once? So are you a thief of any kind?
Could say I used to be before I joined the Adventurers Guild. Put me on the straight and narrow.
Oh. Well, never mind. I don't care about this whole straight and narrow thing.
I'll still pick a lock if you need it, of course.
Well, that might be helpful.
Can also boost our spirits. Can I attempt a rallying speech with a performance check?
I don't know if this is an opportune time for that, but
Just for the fun of it.
sure, if you want to.
We're just captured and have nothing better to do, so. Wait, I could do persuasion, couldn't I? Oh well. Minimum of 16, so I did a 16. This is a trained skill. Or, yeah, whatever you call it.
Expertise.
So what?
No, it's not expertise. It just has to be any, right? It was any
Proficiency, yeah.
proficiency. Yeah.
Oh.
What is this?
I'm not gonna be able to come up with a speech on the spot here. Okay.
No. I'm
just imaginary speech.
Is this a feature, or were you just trying to do a
Just it's a for fun thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just to boost everyone's spirit with a rallying speech.
So
No
it's
actual feature or actual dice or stat change, right?
Okay, so I got you. So you do your best to rouse everybody's spirits with.
I wasn't paying attention.
With a with a speech to keep their spirits up at being trapped in this this dungeon area, this room. And Araneus isn't really paying attention, and Meryl's still playing with her ball bearings, and I don't know if Wynne is paying any attention.
Wynne is reading a book, studying.
So you get halfway through your speech, realize nobody's paying attention, and just stop.
Yeah. Drug, go back to sitting in the corner thinking.
Guys, we can.
Great conversation trees.
I'm gonna go over to the dead body and start looting it.
You find
Oh, yeah, I
5
don't think we
gold.
did that.
Huh?
You find 5 gold and a dagger.
Okay. 5 gold. And a dagger. Anybody want this dagger?
If you give it to Jack, maybe he'll actually use it.
Yeah, she'll toss it over to Jack. Just toss it over her back without even looking.
Suppose I'll pick it up.
That would not be wise.
Take a look.
So Wynne would also be trying to talk to Josine to
Okay.
try to get more information from her.
I was about to say next. When you're not talking to Josine, she's kind of just sitting off to the, like in the corner over here. Not in a fetal position, but like with her legs up, kind of against the wall, like she's still a little scared. So what do you say to her?
So, just, letting her know that we will get out of this and we'll do our best to free her from this contract. And, even if she and her husband do end up splitting up, it's not the end of the world. It's not worth selling her soul to this cult. And seeing what information she may have gathered from being around the cult members.
When you tell her it wouldn't be the end of the world if they broke up, she says she kind of whispers, it would be the end of my world.
Well, there's plenty more people out there. You're still young.
You said my invocations don't work, right?
Correct.
Okay. I attempt anyway to look through the door to see if there's anybody there. Then I stare at a door.
Did you say you attempt to go through the door?
No, I attempt to look through the door.
Look through the door.
I think that's one of my invocations. Let me make sure it's an invocation. Yeah. Ghostly gay.
You can see through things?
Yep.
Well, damn.
With dark vision to a range of 30 feet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, mainly doing that for a spell I have.
You also asked Josine about if she learned anything just with her interactions with the cult.
Yes.
They didn't say much around me. Just that my soul was darkened, and that's what they needed for the ritual.
Your soul was darkened. Would I have any knowledge of what was meant by that from anything that I've studied or?
Just make a straight intelligence check. Or do a history check if you're proficient.
I am.
What's wrong on my stream?
What?
What's wrong on my stream?
Huh?
I'm here.
What?
What? Nothing's wrong with
I heard you say there's something wrong on my stream.
Nobody said anything about your stream.
Not just now.
No.
I am so confused. I'm never mind. I'm hearing things.
Yes, you
Goodbye.
are. Okay. So you're. It's. It's used both metaphorically and not quite literally, but it basically means that you've done something very, very evil, and your soul is in a state that reflects that. So basically, doing something evil leaves kind of like a stain of darkness on your soul.
Hmm. Hmm. Why would they have said that to you, Josine?
She kind of looks down, like she doesn't want to answer you.
I can't help you if you don't tell me everything.
Probably just because I signed that contract with the devil.
I think there may be something more to that, more than just that.
I don't know what to tell you. That's all I know.
I just shrug, say, well, I'll do what I can to get you out of the contract, but if you haven't told me everything, that's all I can work with is the information that you've given us.
She slowly nods her head. Anything else before I bring in the cavalry?
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything.
No.
Alright. So after 3 days goes by, about 3 days, you know cultists have come in. You can tell by the food and the water they set up. They were going to leave you in here while they went about their business doing whatever they were doing. And they, of course, wanted you alive. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left you the rations and the water. They would have left you to starve or die of dehydration. But they wanted you alive for the sacrifice that the cultist mentioned. But after about 3 days, you hear the ruckus outside, and the door flies open, and you see Andor and Oz standing there, flanked by Meat and the rest of Oz's crew.
Meryl's gonna run up to Oz and hug him.
Wait, to Oz, not Andor?
Yeah.
Andor's gonna look down at Meryl, just put his hands up, like, hi, I'm here.
Oh, hi, Andor.
And Oz just kind of pats you on the shoulders as you hug him. And he looks over at Andor, like, what is she doing?
The druid is Brengle, right?
Yes.
I go up to Brengle, and I'm like, hey, I think I owe you this, and I try to throw one of my little animal things out, or I'll hold the bag out for him.
Oh, okay. He reaches in and pulls one out.
You just throw it on the ground.
I think I'll wait until we're in a bigger space.
We'll just throw it over there.
I'll wait till we're outside.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Andor takes a couple steps in, looks at Jack. Who are you?
I'm the newest member of their party.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Jack, Andor, Jack. Oh, and this is Meat.
Hello. Nice to meet both of you.
Andor asks, is everyone okay?
I think we all are.
Yeah, just get behind the door because you don't want to be in there and closes again.
Wynne will help Josine up to her feet, and
Andor will also go to help because I think he would do that.
And then help lead her out of the room. I can't control Josine.
Right.
So.
So we just all walk out, unless there's something.
The hatch closes. We're trapped in here.
No, we're all trapped in here.
A tree falls onto the hatch.
And you're trapped for 3 years.
Yeah. At least we can use magic.
There's only one left after 3 years. There wasn't enough food.
Oh, I can create.
Turns into a horror game.
Yeah, we have people that can make food
theme
and water.
thing.
We'll be fine.
I just couldn't in there because magic.
As you're leaving, Oz looks at Araneus as he passes by and says, "Yeah, he couldn't do without us."
Who couldn't do? Wait. Oh, Andor?
Yeah, and
Yeah, of course not.
He couldn't do it without us.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
not at all. But thank you for coming. I mean, I don't know how we had a plan going. It was coming together. Like 2 more hours, we'd have been out of there. But
Right.
you saved
right,
us. You saved us that 2 hours.
Right. Just 2 more hours. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Wynne just shakes her head.
I don't care
Jack
what
would
I don't care
read.
what you roll on that one.
Oh yeah, that I understand. I just wanted to roll to see what I got. I was expecting a low number.
So as you leave this underground chamber and you go out into the woods, what do you want to do? Just so I'm not, railroading you and telling you what you're doing. What do you want to do next before I jump in?
I guess we would need to go back, take
Back to the
Justine
guild.
back to the village,
Right?
back
Oh,
to town.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to
Look
look
at that
our
contract.
Collect our reward.
That too.
What do
Wait,
you
do
want?
we need to take her to the king?
I don't think you need to take her to the king. We just have to get word to, just show a guard that you have her, and word will get back to the king, and you could collect your reward.
Yeah, we do that, and then go to, and then escort her home, and look at her or get her to show us the contract.
What's our reward?
It's 250 gold per person.
But we don't have that yet.
No, you
Get
don't.
it.
Oh, not yet. Okay,
Not
so we're
yet.
still doing something
We do?
else. Yeah, sorry.
No, you don't have that yet.
Okay.
We got to go to the king to get it.
No, you could well,
Collected from like a bank or something, probably not from the king himself, right?
We routed it through the guild, is my
yeah,
guess.
I was trying to
Yeah.
imply it would come from the guild when I was speaking as the king.
Oh. But I think Andor would want to go to the king.
Andor would want to go to the king.
So as you're heading back to Westwind, Andor and Oz are talking to you, telling you what happened. The guild, the guild tried getting a cleric from the Temple District to scry for you, as you had basically disappeared after dropping your carriage off at the stable in Martzlock. So they wanted to find you, track you down, but scrying for you did not work. So they got Oz's group and they tracked down Andor at his home, going through, official records to find where Andor lives, and put them together as a search party to go find you. And it took them where did I put it here? Took them about a day and a half of searching through the woods to find a group of cultists guarding that hatch. But they obviously found you. But between Andor and Oz, they get that information across to you. And Andor looks a little, when he's not directly talking to you, he looks a little kind of distracted and like he's off thinking about something.
You okay, Andor?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You don't seem good, and you sound kind of different.
Yeah, there's a different cadence in your voice. It's weird.
No, it's really it's okay. I'm all right.
All right, how's Meat's training coming along?
You feel a poke in your butt after you say that, and you turn around to Meat stabbing you in the butt with a longsword.
Well, that wasn't very nice there, buddy.
Meat strong.
And after all I taught you.
Meat strong. You see, he's got a longsword and a battle axe, one in each hand instead of a dagger and a hand axe.
Oh, you do look stronger. I feel like we need to talk to him like a toddler.
I mean, he acts like one.
Out of character.
All
Well,
right.
good job, buddy.
Meat strong indeed.
All right, so
And that's actually in character, by the way.
So you get to Mart's. Would you want to take her to the guild just to be 100% sure, or would you find a guard in Martzlock and let them know? Well, no, yeah, I'm sorry. You have to go to Westwind anyway because that's where she lives. I keep thinking she lives in Martzlock. She lives in Westwind. Westwind.
Yeah, we would go to
Adam, Westwind is the market
carriage.
district, which is where the Adventurers Guild is.
Okay.
Yeah, we would go to see if our carriage is still there after 3 days.
So
You
they
paid for it.
How many days did you pay for?
Oh.
Paid for 1 day.
I guess for 1 day, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we only paid for 1 day technically.
No, they when the guild came looking for you, they made the guild people take it away. So it's at the guild.
Great.
Oh,
Oh, great.
I guess we're walking back. Now would be a good time to have what's his name?
Leocron.
Like, yeah, Leocron. I could
Yeah,
remember
Leocron.
Cramkill, but I couldn't remember Leocron for some reason. Anybody else have a way to move faster?
Nope.
Checking.
Not
my spells,
really.
I don't think.
I could load us all in a catapult. No.
Don't think your spell works that way.
No, I don't think so.
Switch up the music since you're no longer in the underground chamber. So
All right,
you
I
take-
guess we just start walking back.
Okay. You're gonna take her to Westmont, take her to the guild before you take her home?
Probably.
I mean, if it's on the way, might as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really on the way, but it's in the general vicinity. It's not that. It's
Yeah,
not that
it's close
far.
enough.
So yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Her home isn't that far. Her home is kind of on the outskirts of the market district, which is maybe like, I don't know, a half-hour walk, which is nothing for you guys.
Yeah. And nothing for her because we say so.
So the closer you get to Westwind, Josine starts to look worried.
And we.
I'm assuming we noticed this.
Well, Since you
Since you're
asked,
telling us.
since you asked, make a perception check. Araneus does not notice.
Oh, that makes sense.
But when Meryl, you notice. Jack
What's
notices. I don't know if Jack would care.
What's
Sorry, I kind of missed what just
Oh.
happened. I was reading something about my character.
That's fine. Josine, the woman that the party that y'all just rescued, she starts looking worried the closer you get to Westwind, the market district. where the
Okay,
guild is.
okay, yeah. I noticed and I wouldn't say anything.
what's bothering you? You look a little worried.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I rolled a
Mm-hmm.
9 on my deception check.
Can
Yeah.
I roll insight listening in?
Sure.
I guess let
Just
me roll
to
my
make sure.
insight, but
I don't
Wynn's
pick up
not going to
anything
believe
different.
her though.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what y'all are talking about, but she's lying. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but Bringle got a goat.
Brankle gotta go. Here, I'm gonna.
For 24 hours.
So Brangle's walking the goat as y'all are walking towards Westwind, and every now and then he pets it.
So are you nervous because of the contract? Or seeing your husband again?
I don't want anyone to know that I made a deal with the devil.
We will not be disclosing that information.
I mean, unless you make us.
Wynn's
Then-
gonna glare at Araneus.
Yeah, okay, never mind. What Wynne says goes.
don't piss off the wizard.
She shot daggers at me with her eyes.
Like I said, we'll see what we can do about getting you out of the contract. And having a copy of the contract they offer people would also be beneficial to us as well.
Hadn't thought of that. She still looks worried, like you haven't really relieved her concern.
I
mean,
make another insight check for me, Wynne. Just Wynne, because she's the one talking
Wynne.
to her.
You said insight?
Yeah.
Wynne isn't really the emotional type, so she's not going to be able to really offer much emotional consolation as far as her marriage.
Right. But with a 20 on that insight check, there's something else going on with Josine than what she's telling you.
all right. Maybe Jack can step in. I just don't know what his motivation would be. Other than, I guess. Okay, I think I know what his motivation would be.
Wait, we're trying to
I
get
don't know what
information.
he would say, but it'd basically be along the lines of,
Jack
like,
hasn't
if
noticed
you don't
any of this.
tell us we can't help you, and you can trust us, do like some kind of anything like that using a persuasion.
Jack did notice. Araneus didn't.
Yeah, I did notice that there was something off. But
This last one though, only Wynne rolled, so I don't know.
right. But I was thinking like before, even before when he first noticed that there was something off, that he would maybe step in. So,
can you repeat what you said? Sorry.
something along, I just don't know how we would phrase it, but like something along the lines of what Wynne was saying, like with the if we can't help you if you don't tell us everything, but also try and persuade her that we can be trusted at the same time. Right? So if I roll that, minimum of 19.
Minimum
So
of
it's
19 on persuasion.
Yeah, because it's plus 9, so base of 19.
I believe that I can trust you. I'm afraid of what'll happen if it gets out.
If any information does get out, it will not be through us.
Okay. Maybe can I do like a persuasion to calm her down in a sense, so that like maybe I convince her that, you know, if things go wrong, there's always another path that's just as reliable. So like if she gets if it gets out and then everyone in town hates her, she can always move to a new place and start fresh. Like, could I do a persuasion like that?
I wouldn't ask for a roll on that, because if you say, do you say that to her?
Something like that.
You can always start over somewhere else if your life gets
with
ruined
more
here.
charisma to it.
Right, yeah.
You know,
I know what you mean.
I like to think I have some charisma in real life, but also this character is way beyond.
I don't think your Riz is as powerful as
the character.
Jack's.
Yeah.
No cap. No cap.
I'm not gonna have you roll because
Okay.
just the idea of her having to start over somewhere without her husband, it brings her to tears, and she starts to not sobbing, but she.
Because I was thinking like with her husband, but I guess.
Can I suggest that she tell us, you know, everything or all the pertinent details about this contract so that we can get her out of it?
But that's where we're going there.
That's where we're going to get the contract.
He means
like, using
the
suggestion.
The spell suggestion.
Oh, the spell suggestion. Not the word suggestion.
I'm not going to do that. Not yet.
Okay.
Wynne knows I can do it,
Okay.
so if she wants me to, she'll just ask me to do it. Because as of right now, I don't notice anything's wrong, apparently.
Yeah.
We'll go with you're not paying attention, because
Yeah, that
seems
about right.
You're with the group, so like
This
if you were
seems
paying
like
attention,
something that's
you would
kind
know
of
what's
obvious
going on.
that she's nervous.
Yeah, I'm playing with the fire that's coming off of me again. That's what I'm going with.
Playing with yourself.
Hey, I didn't word it that way.
No, I did.
PG-13.
And in public too.
And in public.
Gonna get a citation for that.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Alright, so you
I
get.
suppose we'll just have to see what the surprise is.
I stop whenever guards are around.
Oh, but you know Oz and his crew well enough. It's okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
Gosh, why did I say that? Uh, so you get to Westwind. You get to the guild. You show them, look, we've got your scene. And so everyone can add 250 gold to their inventory.
Okay.
I'm gonna since Andor went on the search party, I'm gonna add 250 to his too. Andor's finally bouncing back after paying off that axe.
We get our horses and carriage back, right?
Yes, you can go to the. Let me bring up the.
I mean, that's
where it's
just
kept
kind of where they
anyway.
stay.
Yeah. Kept at the guild area.
Yeah, so until we need them again, they're just there.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if we were taking it.
Oh, you'll notice that the He Is Risen copy was gone. The one that had all the beta features that I was going to test out from Roll20. It started glitching out, like it wasn't showing the map layer, tokens weren't appearing and all that, so I just deleted it and went back to the old one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Think about
Grex
it,
isn't
though.
there.
I wasn't about to play on a glitched map. He's there, just there's no token there. Would you like me to put the token there?
It's fine.
Would it make you feel better if I put the token there?
Maybe. And don't forget about... Oh, crap, I forgot his name.
Killian?
Yeah. Now the guild headquarters is
Haunted.
haunted. I mean, if I would have known it was going to take this long, I'd have said no.
Where did it save to? I think it saved to my desktop. Yeah, it saved to my desktop. Let me switch.
You gotta save everything to desktop. It's the only way to organize your files.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, see, I save things in these folders, and like, then I lose the folder. Not like, not like actually lose it, but I just don't ever look there. So when I do have to look there again, I'm like, oh yeah, I downloaded that thing like a year and a half ago.
And when you attempt to actually organize yourself, and then
I don't remember where anything is.
yeah, I do that on my
I
work
mean-
computer all the time.
Yeah, I work in IT and too, and I still have a hard time organizing my files without losing some of them in the process.
Yay, Crex is there.
Okay. So you collect your gold, and then you want to take her
Oh,
home so you can look at the contract, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
oh, is that one house with the neighbor dude on the way?
No,
Oh, God.
that's in
Okay.
North Weldrake. That
Okay,
is not on the way.
then never mind.
Oh, you mean Marigold?
Yeah, I was just gonna pop in and be like, "You still doing what you said you were gonna be doing? Cleaning up after your dogs?"
We never did specify what animals they were.
Whatever it was. Well, now they're dogs.
Now they're dogs. Josh said you're listening. He said he'd be on in about 10 minutes. That was a few minutes ago. Just waiting for the baby to be ready. Okay. Alright, so... There, I put Killian in there too. That make you happy?
Yay, Killian!
Yeah, Killian.
He was the brains of the operation.
Adam's just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Who?
They were in the original group. He's a zombie that was inhabited by a ghost that was also him.
Huh.
Yeah. That's confusing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was an interesting character concept, but the player kind of just ironically ghosted. So
Gotcha.
Ah!
yeah, that was fun. Anyway, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Player, nope. Send it back. Okay, so Adam, have I shown you the map yet?
Yeah.
The world map.
Yes, this one. Yes, yes.
Okay. I did. I showed it to you last time. I don't think I've shown you this particular one, though, of Woodhurst. These are the different districts. West Wynne, the market district, is where a lot of stuff takes place. That's where the Adventurers Guild is. So the market square is right dead center of the market district. I call it the market square. It's a circle of buildings. I just find that funny. I don't know if anybody else finds it funny. I find it funny, so I do it. And the guild is right down the road from the market square. And then the market square has the major shops of the district. And then there are a bunch of lesser shops that surround it, and then the homes of the people who run the shops and their families and stuff. So all these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. Sholly says I stop in the market and get 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs of the land. Okay.
That's a lot. Well, depends, I guess, on the herb and the incense, right?
Do you have a brazier to burn it in?
Yeah, I have the one that I had before.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you had it or not.
Yeah, granted, it's in my ring, so I'll do that tonight. Or when we do the long rest next.
I just saw But I'm the Baby, Gotta Love Me.
Yeah.
Do you have big purple eyes?
Maybe.
Are you very cuddly?
Of course.
Oh, I hope people get that.
And if not,
Never.
oh well.
So lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So Stephanie's shop is somewhere out right about here. It's not that far of a walk for you guys. And Josine tells you she lives not that far from her mother's shop. And the closer and closer you get to her house, she looks like she's looking around, look like she's getting closer to panicking. Does anybody say anything to her?
Nope.
I mean, I
Back
don't
to
think
my
we're getting
not
any
paying
further with that
attention.
one. She's kind of just not going to tell us at this point.
Libby said be right back, so... I'm sure she'd want to say something if she noticed that she was sort of starting to panic.
She would probably ask why she was panicking in different words.
Hmm.
I mean, is there a point to interrogating Justine further? Because it seems like she's not going to say anything until it happens.
Sorry.
You're fine.
What we what did I miss? I'm sorry. We just left the guild.
You
Remember,
left.
I had to run downstairs.
You're fine. You left the guild and you're headed towards Josine's home. I basically just brought up the map and pointed out where Stephanie's shop is and said that Josine said she lives not far from her mother's shop. And then I said that as you get closer to her home, she starts to look like she's looking around and like she's getting closer to panicking.
Okay. Are you nervous about seeing your husband again?
Given where the sun is, where the suns are, because I have to remember there are 4 suns in this system. Yeah, Adam, this planet has 4 suns.
4?
Yes.
4.
It's a 4-sun system.
Nice.
It's normal for us because we live here.
Based on where the suns are, I don't think he's home right now. But I'm just the contract is it's very shameful.
Why is your contract shameful? Sorry, I haven't been paying attention like this whole time.
I really don't want to answer that question.
I mean,
that was in character. That was in character.
I mean, you're gonna have to eventually, because like we're gonna
read
see
it.
the contract.
Right.
Make a persuasion
So would you rather tell
check.
us now, or
Make a persuasion check. Okay.
Critical.
Wow.
Well, damn.
More Riz than the.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the character that did that before you came along.
I'll bet.
My rolls have been fucking terrible, so they're always terrible, I guess. On the account of me dying a lot.
Just don't die.
Just don't die.
You guys can hear me okay right now?
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
had to turn you up a little bit, but yeah.
Alright, no, that's fine. I've been as long as I'm not clipping or anything, I had to turn my mic down just a tad bit.
She says, there's more in there than just making my husband love me again, and it's not good.
I mean, is it really that bad? I mean, obviously you lost your soul. But like, who needs one of those?
It's... Oh, no, wrong roll. 14. She shakes her head and just puts her head down and keeps walking.
Walk this way.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just get there and read it. do you want to like wait outside while we go in and read it? That's probably going to be a little awkward for us.
Why?
Well, because we don't live there.
No,
I guess it's fair.
when we get there, I'll go in and get it.
Okay. Meryl can accompany you in.
Wait, what?
You're just going to ride on her shoulder. She wants to give you a tour of her house.
That's what she said.
Okay. Who's gonna actually read the contract, though?
Well, she's going to bring it out. We're going to read it
Okay.
together.
Why would you bring it out? Though? It's for the public to see.
Well, that's what she said she wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
Us.
But who's gonna actually read it to determine if there's any
Loophole.
loophole?
I guess
Yeah,
it'll depend on what language
Right.
the contract is in.
good point.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
The Chain Devil wrote it in whatever his language is, but he made it so and anyone made it so I could read it. Looking at it, I imagine anyone looking at it could read it.
Well, we'll give it a shot.
Well, each language
probably
has its own.
Probably have Wynne read it.
Each
She knows
language
the
has
most
its
about
own.
these things.
Each language has its own feel to it and wording. So
Luckily,
There's
I
no-
have comprehend languages as a spell.
I can understand abyssal, common, deep speech, druidic, human,
We
infernal,
know.
sylvan, and undercommon.
All right, so you get to her house. She leads you to her house, and she looks. She goes to her front door and she looks at all of you and says, "I'll go get it and I'll be back."
I feel like I can trust her.
Make an
Do
insight
this.
check. Make an insight check.
Oh, well, she's making her insight check. I pick up Meryl and put it on her shoulder.
No, you do not trust her at all.
I think one of us should come with you just to make sure the house is safe.
Why would my house not be safe? Oh, the cult.
Right.
We'll even, you know what? We'll let you pick.
You'll let me pick?
Yeah, you can pick.
Okay, I picked the big strong one.
The oh, me. Cool. Oh, you mean the wolf dude. Oh,
Yes.
that makes more sense, I guess. Even though he dies a lot, so hopefully he doesn't die in your house.
Hopefully he doesn't die in your house, yeah.
Catch that, Josh?
Oh, he's not sitting at his chair.
Oh. Okay, well,
Yeah.
anyway. I'm just gonna assume Andor will go in with her, so.
Dang it, he missed our quips.
You know what? Josh isn't sitting there, and I need a player interaction for this. So Andor says, maybe you'd be more comfortable with Wynne or Meryl.
I mean,
Fine, I'll go with you.
I'm assuming Oz's group didn't come with us for this part.
right.
Oh no, you
They
parted
probably stayed
parted
at the
ways
guild.
at the guild. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Okay, apparently Andor's off the table, so you can pick a different person.
I'll go with you.
Oh, wait. Maybe Andor will change his mind in a second.
Is he back?
He just sat
I'm
down.
back now. Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay, good.
Okay, so maybe I'll take that back. They're trying to decide who's going into the house with Josine, and Josine said, or they said she could pick, and she said, "Okay, I picked the big strong one."
And then, you know, we told her that we hope he doesn't die in your house.
Yeah, because you died an awful lot of times. Almost died a couple times.
So what did Andor say?
Andor is almost back.
He got up again.
Okay, so
And now is sitting back down again, I think.
gotta make up your mind, dude.
Yes, I will go in with her.
Okay. All right. She opens the door, leads you in, and she gets to another door in there. She says, "This is my bedroom. I'd really prefer if you did not come in here with me. The contract isn't here."
That's fine. I don't have to go in there with you.
It's not fine.
It's not fine. You have to see her
That's not fine at all.
the
You
whole
have to see
time.
her.
Just make an insight check for me to see if you see whether or not, because they didn't trust her to go in. That's why they sent you in with. Yeah, you don't trust her.
Bananas or pears?
I don't trust you. I'm going to be going in there with you. I'm sorry. If you need to change or anything, I'll look off to the side, but I don't trust you.
Fine. She opens the door, leaves it wide open. She goes in. She goes over to her closet. There's just a pile of stuff on the floor of the closet, and she digs underneath it, and she says,
Hold. Why would the contract be under a pile of clothes?
"I said stuff."
He's apparently very messy.
Just stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you ask her why is it under a pile of stuff?
I do, actually. If this contract is so important, why is it under a pile of what seems to be rubble?
I hid it where nobody would look. People are going to come in and look through my drawers and places where you would put stuff. If I put it under a pile of random junk, they're not going to look there. This one's tough, because
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
yeah, she's giving you a reason that makes sense, but you can kind of tell she's still trying to mislead you.
Right. Stand back over there, in the corner, not touching anything. I will look through the stuff. Keep an eye on her.
Me didn't go in there with you.
Okay. I'm just assuming
you're
he
there on
would
your own.
because he follows me literally everywhere. Am I at an angle, like if I start rifling through it, am I at an angle to where I can still see her? Like if I turn off to the side, like if I start rifling through stuff with one hand, and I'm trying to basically I'm not looking at the stuff. I'm pushing it aside, making a bigger mess out of all of it and strewing everything across the ground while looking at her.
So make an investigation check with disadvantage.
advantage on it.
So, just flat, just regular roll. You find you find what looks like a leather, basically like a folder. I don't know what they would be called back then, but like a
leather-bound notebook kind of thing.
Yeah, like the leather, just like a leather cover. With the unicursal hexagram, the symbol of the cult, kind of like burned on the front. But you open it and there's nothing in it.
I'm like, is this it? There's nothing in this.
Where is it?
Where's what?
The contract.
You tell me. This is your stuff. I think you're lying to us.
She tries to go out the window.
How far away? Far ways?
I mean, you can catch her.
Okay.
Just get roll a d6. If you roll a 1, she gets away. She gets out the window, I should say. She gets out the window. Roll a d6,
okay.
and if you roll a 1, she gets out the window. You didn't react fast enough. Yeah. No, you managed to catch her.
Where do you think you're going?
And so the rest of you hear him yell that. Do you come in?
Yeah. At
Yeah.
that point, yeah.
You're going off to the stockades. I'm done with you.
The stockades, but I haven't done anything.
You just tried to run. Clearly for some reason. You can't be trusted. Why would I bother with you anymore? You deserve to go in prison.
I don't deserve to go to prison. You can't prove anything.
Well, I'm just going to turn you into the guards. See what they have
Andor.
to say.
Let's
She
wait
tried
on
to run.
Andor.
At least he didn't bring up the king this time.
She
Yeah.
tried to run. Rightfully,
Okay,
she's
so-
hiding something. She should be turned into the guards.
Not yet. So where's the contract?
I don't know.
You really need to start telling us what we need to know, else you will be spending the rest of your life in the, I don't know what the prison's called.
Do I think she's lying to me?
So she's lying so badly that As-
Eyes glance over at it.
as she's struggling to get away from Andor, she doesn't have any pockets, so she had stuffed it up her sleeve. It falls out of her sleeve. That's how bad she was lying. Folded up piece of paper falls out of her sleeve.
While holding her, Andor will... Can I hold her with one arm? I think I'm strong.
Yeah, but Araneus already said he grabs it.
Oh.
I didn't hear.
I was gonna race him to grab it, honestly, but
Oh, okay. Both roll d20s.
sweet.
Wait. That's a bad idea.
Ah.
Just a
Not twice.
Almost.
Yeah.
No, you won. I almost got a 19, but it flopped over to a 1. So unless you roll a 1,
Nope, I didn't roll one.
Jack got to it first.
I trip.
Listen,
All right.
I was like worried if you both rolled low.
When I look at it, what do I see?
Nefarious would happen, and then she'd get away.
She's not getting away. Too many of us.
That would have been if you rolled and you rolled a 1, she would have gotten away. But no, it was just them. Jack, you got the contract.
And so when I open it up and attempt to read it, what do I see?
So you see, do you know Infernal?
No.
So you see what looks like gibberish, but
Okay.
slowly the words start to morph into common. And if I knew how contracts worked, I would have written up the contract. But I don't know how contracts work, so I do not have a contract written and ready for you.
Use ChatGPT.
Aw, how
So you
dare.
Just general points then, or
Yes, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you general points.
Just use ChatGPT.
I don't trust ChatGPT to give me something that's binding. Yeah, no. So
Even in
what are the
fantasy
bullet
world.
points?
she
Give me my 1 page of bullet pointed everything.
she sold her soul to the Chain Devil, and for him to use at an unspecified future time. In return, her husband would love her again.
At an unspecified time.
Unspecified. Like I said, I'm not good with the
Immediately, right?
contract
The
stuff.
legalese.
The legalese, yes, that's the word I'm looking for. But her husband would, upon signing of the contract, her husband would begin to romantically love her again, and any other suitors that would try to that he would start to fall for would die.
Damn.
Well, but
Murder.
that doesn't stop him from. That just stops them. Okay. I look at Meryl and I say, "Stay away from her husband now."
But Jack, do you relay that information?
I would relay the information.
So Wynne would ask to see it and read through it, and I don't know, but I could roll an arcane or a
What are you looking for?
looking for some loophole.
Intelligence check?
So you just found out that she signed a contract that could kill people, innocent people. Yeah, don't have any questions about that.
Well, Wynne's thinking about it.
Okay.
So it said anybody that would pursue her husband,
And that he would begin to fall for.
or anybody that he would begin to fall for.
He would fall for it, yeah.
Would that not include her, or it
Any
doesn't say
other-
others?
Any others?
Others?
Yeah.
Any others? This seems a little extreme.
In Fortnite.
What's that, baby?
I asked her, you did read this whole thing, right?
Yes, that
True hours about
that's what is shameful. That
Captain Puck, and I forgot who the third.
And you couldn't talk to this devil thing about changing it before you put your, I don't know what the
I mean, you could have had it be
colloquially thing.
you could have had it be anything like all of their hair falls out, but you went straight to death.
Yeah, you went straight to murder.
I'm not proud of what I did.
One way, trying to think of a way we could
Well,
get her out of it.
there's
And that's what Wynne was going to look for. Make-
guys.
Have,
Is-
have a woman fall in love with him and then save her from the inevitable death.
I
We
didn't
would
hear
have to
what you
save
said.
one of the potential victims, that would make the contract void since it was not promised death
It's
to them. Yeah, like you were saying. That's what you're saying, right, Meryl?
yeah, since death is promised to the person falling in love with him,
Or
if you save that woman from dying, or man, whichever,
Yeah, it does say potential suitor. It doesn't say woman.
Yeah, that's potential suitor. Get him to fall in love with someone and then save them.
So Andor.
You can't save them once. And then she stops herself.
We can't save them once what? How is the person supposed to die?
Finish that sentence.
Who, me?
No.
No, her.
Shout out to see.
Make whoever's telling her to finish a sentence make either persuasion or intimidation.
I'll have to go with persuasion this time.
Why don't you start with something, and then I'll jump in afterwards. Or otherwise, I can assist for advantage on the roll.
I could also assist.
Otherwise, you can give it to me for the 19. But I would say something.
I just meant because I think two people said finish the sentence.
I said it
I think
first, right? So
please.
It was Wynne and Andor.
Yeah.
Andor. So I would assist whichever one goes first.
I'm going to call my spirits and have them.
What was?
Give advantage.
What was that roll? What was the roll batch?
Either persuasion or intimidation.
I only can give advantage to persuasion checks, so if your character was intending on persuasion, I can assist in that.
Mine was persuasion.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, 13. Wait, that's the audience view. That's not me.
You can't stop it once he falls for someone. They just fall dead.
Well,
what were the other clauses then? The other one was husband in love. Well, if we make him fall out of love? A romantic love.
Technically, if he's already, fallen in love at all, then that counts.
I don't think that's how the person.
Would the contract work that way where if he wasn't in love with her, it would become void? Based on the wording? The bullet point? DM? I mean, although if that's not
I'm gonna look
possible.
for fine print.
Yeah, we're looking for fine print.
Do I see any fine print?
Yeah.
I doubt
So,
that he's got
It says
fine
if this
print right now.
if this contract, the physical contract, gets destroyed, then it's over.
null and void.
The fine
Is
print
there
where
some-
if you put on the suit, you become... Anyway.
Is there some roll that we could make to see if there's
Wait.
Yeah, I was gonna
Is there
call
anything
for anyone
in
who's proficient in investigation to roll investigation to find a loophole in the contract.
Oh. I'm
I am not proficient
Ma-
in that.
I am, but I didn't roll good.
I'm
I
smart.
call on my spirits.
Um,
I call on my spirits to give you advantage in that investigation roll.
Well, that's terrible.
You're not proficient.
Advantage.
Oh well, that I didn't roll good.
Are you proficient in investigation, Josh?
It doesn't look like it.
Probably not.
No.
No, he's plus 0.
I have advantage on investigation.
Advantage.
Advantage
and,
doesn't.
It's not the
Proficiency are
same.
two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the prof circle is not checked, you're not proficient.
Yeah.
No. I am proficient in intimidation, but I want to move that over now
Okay.
that I'm switching.
Yeah.
things.
Not helpful.
Do
And
we
no,
happen to see anything in the original language that didn't change to common? Like it stayed in Infernal.
no. It all changed to
Maybe
common.
the name of the demon?
Well,
Did it mention the
Because I
demon's
speak
name?
in. Because I read Infernal.
Same.
the demon's name isn't on there. It's just a blood smear.
Okay.
Well, that sucks.
Because that would be stupid of the devil, rather. That would be stupid of the devil to put his true name where people
if he
could
wants
get
to
it.
hide it.
Well, he didn't sign it.
His blood
So
is
the whole
binding.
contract, null and void. There is no signature.
That's not how blood packs work.
That's not how blood packs work.
You don't need it to say
Hey, I don't know anything about these things.
I'm
Oh, yeah, I suppose I'm
also
speaking from that.
going to allow anyone proficient in Arcana to also give it a check.
Darn.
Nope.
Hey, I'm proficient in Arcana.
Look at that.
Nice.
Of course, we roll like crap.
Jeez.
Or
I'll use my spirits again to give Wynne advantage.
can you give them advantage after they've rolled? With that? Also an 11.
Well, looks like you're stuck in this contract. Bye.
Yeah, that's a good question. How did I write that feature, Zoomy?
Let's see where.
Because after is usually a huge boon. A few abilities do it, but like it's a huge booster.
Usually, to give advantage, it has to be before the roll.
Yeah, it's before, but I'll allow it for those two because they didn't help. But no, you gotta. And I'll also allow it if it's really quick. Like if I say make a roll and then they make it like before Zoomy has a chance to say anything, I'll also allow it because I'm not a dick.
I mean,
usually
it
do that
does
too,
say
yeah.
reaction.
Yeah, it does say reaction.
Yeah, it's a
so that-
reaction. Like
That doesn't.
when I call on the roll, then you use the reaction to.
Because I was going to give it to him either way. If they failed or, you know.
Yeah, cast the fire. No, I'm just playing.
But after thoroughly searching through the contract, you're not able to find a loophole to get her out of it. And as I mentioned last session, the only other way is to kill the chain devil.
Can I whisper to the party? Can we have like a group conversation?
It's not letting her go.
Okay, well
okay,
then you stay
I
here,
guess
Andor.
Andor can sit aside while we discuss what to do next.
I don't know if I like that.
Group huddle. You're not allowed, Andor.
Oh, well,
Yeah, just hold the girl while we go.
I guess you can hold her away while you're in the circle, right?
Is
Yeah.
this how you guys operate now? This is how you operate now.
Well,
Well,
I want
someone
you to
has to
die in
hold
the
her.
huddle.
Someone has to hold her, so unless you can hold her while secretly talking to us.
Yeah.
DM, is it possible?
We need to come up
I
with.
have to cover
way
her
to-
ears.
There you go. That works. Alright, so
Take
Jack's take would be
I cast web on her ears.
Jack's take would be there's no saving this one, and it's not worth our time because she's also agreed to murder people basically. So like she's kind of
Yeah.
already bet on her own, so
I mean, I kind of know how to
don't
get
have
her out of the
a
contract.
motivation to save her at all unless there's some kind of reward at the end of this.
I've got a way to get
That's
her out of
Jack's
it.
take.
We could just kill her,
Oh my god, no.
Right,
and then
that's the
and then she'd be out of the contract.
yeah, and then
No.
people would stop
Well,
dying.
So the problem is,
But
this is a
Jack's
bigger
a different-
issue. This is a bigger issue than just her.
Oh wait, no, we got to kill the husband.
This is a bigger issue than just her. The
That-
chain devil.
Well, yeah, the chain devil, but we can't get to him. He
Well-
didn't put his name. He didn't sign his name.
I'm kind of with Jack on this one. I'm with
This
Jack
is-
on this one. He's too far gone.
He's part of the cult. We're gonna get to him eventually.
Andor gets tired of waiting and starts walking her out the door to the guards.
Andor needs to
To
chill.
charge her with what?
Andor's not going to chill. You guys are talking about murdering her.
No, we're not.
Well, one
we
person
are.
did, yeah. One person said
Oh.
that. I think it
You
was.
can
Who was
ignore
it?
Araneus. You can ignore
I
Araneus.
ignore. But
He just wants to kill everything. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly, though, if Andor does that, I don't think Jack would even
I mean,
stop him.
what are you
This is
gonna
just
tell the
like-
guards, Andor? She signed a contract,
Yeah, did she sign a contract with the Chain Devil? And she
and
gets
the guards,
locked up.
the guards aren't
And
gonna
I
give
don't
a shit.
see any way to lure out the Chain Devil using her and this contract. Do you?
Well,
Because that would be
I
the
mean, 'cause
only
they wanna-
thing she's useful for at this point is to lure out the Chain Devil.
well, yeah, but they're gonna want her for that whatever
They
ritual.
want her for the sacrifice. I don't know if
So-
it has to be her, but it's written in her contract.
So we can either,
Could
know,
protect
carry her
until the
around
demon
with us.
shows up.
We can offer her up as
Okay.
bait and lure him out.
Yeah. But how long is that
Suppose you
gonna
could.
take?
Not using anyone's bait.
Not long.
And if we took her to the guards, they'll just find her in jail and bring her out.
Yeah,
Exactly,
so I don't
and
see
the
how
guards will
using
not
her
be
as
able
bait
to
is a
protect.
worse fate. It's a
I mean,
better
some of-
fate.
Some of the
anything.
guards are in the cult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she'd be dead within 24 hours.
24. I give it 5.
You protect her.
If you want to go to jail with her, go for it.
I mean, I don't really want to protect her. She, signed a contract to kill a bunch of
It
people.
kills
That
people.
didn't
Yeah.
deserve it.
Doesn't appear
Jack
that she
says-
wants to.
Jack, I think Jack would, after this conversation, though, at this point, be like, "Well, we could use her as bait. That would seems like the best option. The only reason to keep her around is as bait."
I mean, another thing is we could find a way to lock the husband up. That way, nobody else dies.
Why punish the husband for her?
Because he can't
What?
keep it in his pants.
That's, I don't think that's the point of the contract.
Make him
Yeah,
fall out
But
of
he's
love
the
with her.
catalyst.
It's not his fault.
It's
Well,
her
he already
contract.
fell in
His
love
fault,
with
yeah.
her, so that part of the contract has already been fulfilled.
Yeah, but if she's
said
dead,
as
the
soon as it
contract
was
is
signed.
void.
Andor is going to look to her and ask her, "Do you wish to keep killing people?"
No, of course not.
You have to let
So-
him go.
Oh,
You have to let him go.
Could you give up your husband, let him live, give up your marriage
never.
to protect the others? Ever? You don't want to kill people, but staying with your husband is killing people.
He is mine.
Clearly, she's best as bait. She's
I
not
just
worth
wanna-
saving, as the
I agree
cultist
with
said.
Jack.
I agree with
roll
that.
Perception on her voice. It's like obviously,
Yeah,
I
that
just
seems
like
a little much.
how possessed does she seem right now?
She's just passionate.
Yeah, that's the impression I
Not
get.
possessed. She's just very passionate.
Right.
So
where-
Andor's going to look at her and say, "You realize by keeping this contract and keeping your husband with you, you're essentially killing off people."
Only if they
service of the
fall in
Chain
love
Devil.
with her husband.
Technically, only if he falls in love with them.
Right. So
Yes.
Wynne had suggested earlier using her as bait, right? We can use her to lure the cult out. They want to use her
Where's
Jack-
the husband?
to usher in. He's at work.
I don't like that idea. I think it's wrong, and then she'll end up dying senselessly anyways. No life should be spilled right now.
Then
No,
what should
you
the alternative be?
I didn't say we would sacrifice her. I said we would use her as bait to lure them in.
We will protect her as bait, but
I really don't
protect
think
her.
she's worth. I really don't think she's worth protecting. Honestly,
Well, Jack's
Life-
reasoning would be just the asset concept to protect her as an asset.
All life is sacred and worth protecting.
Then don't send her to the jail so she gets murdered in jail.
yeah, because she'll get murdered in jail.
She's more likely to survive with us.
So what
Going along with our
alternatives do we
plan.
have? You say keep her with us. What happens if someone else falls in love with her husband? She goes into another rage.
Goes into another rage.
He's not the one
What?
that is
The
killing
one
them.
doing the killing.
She doesn't kill them.
Oh, she's not
The
killing.
demon's killing them.
No, yeah.
With magic.
They just dropped it.
Contract.
They just dropped dead. She doesn't go into some rage and her killing. No,
She's not
She
killing
doesn't
it.
do anything at all.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything at
falls
all.
in love with somebody else.
Her
And they
starts
die.
to.
they are dead.
Person dies.
If your husband is falling in love with someone else, then he's not truly in love with you.
We know that.
We've established that
She
she
knows
doesn't.
that.
Sorry, just you weren't here for this, but
Well,
like
Andor-
we established that she
right,
doesn't care.
Andor- She doesn't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care if like her husband truly loves her. She just wants him to love her and be with her forever. That's
Yeah.
her obsession, basically. And so
Right.
I don't think there's gonna be any way convincing her to not just have her husband because that's all she cares about.
No.
At all.
Yep.
That's her whole existence, basically.
So we have a couple options. Kill her, which,
My God.
Second.
well,
I have both as second option.
Wynne wants to pull
Or lore.
Araneus aside.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
Wynne?
Can't you make suggestions to people?
I can, yes.
Could we magically suggest to her that it's in her best interest to leave her husband and make the contract null and void?
I mean,
That
I can try, but I will say that it typically only lasts for about 8 hours.
I don't think it matters as long as the contract gets broken. Then it's broken.
I mean,
Andor-
that is
Bat
true.
just shook his head. Bat shook his
mean-
head no.
Oh no, I was talking to Brittany.
We can give it a shot and see if it works.
Does Andor overhear any of this?
No, because I pulled Araneus aside.
And you're still holding her. I mean, I'll give it a shot, see if it works. So I walk over and I look at her and I say, I think it might be in your best interest to leave your husband for good.
There's somebody better out there for you. Wynne's going to be doing like a
And I add that on at the end.
Bergio or whatever the name is from behind him. There's somebody better out there for you.
And
Doesn't
I
really
cast
love you.
suggestion.
I wouldn't know that you're casting a suggestion. I don't think either of us would.
oh damn. Unless she has a plus 15, I mean.
No.
What do I have to see? What do I have to roll? Nothing. I'm just kidding.
Is Andor saying something, or is that the TV in the background?
I think that's just TV in the background.
Okay.
It's not even loud.
I'll turn my mic down so it doesn't pick up as much.
It's not even loud. We hear from the background.
Any better, guys?
You need a turn on the sound dampening thing.
You need noise reduction. or
Noise suppression, yeah.
Let's
That.
question, yeah.
Settings, voice and video, down to noise suppression. On Discord.
Oh, on Discord, I'm like, oh, my computer sound settings like what?
So how does the suggestion work? Does it work?
That's what we're waiting to find out.
Oh, babe, you're fine. I'm fixing my settings.
I'll see if I had that on. Noise suppression. Yeah, I have that on. Okay.
Yeah, I have crisp set, which sometimes blocks my vape and sometimes doesn't. So I've just been muting.
So you suggest to her to leave her husband.
And that it would be in her best interest, and that there's somebody better out there for her. Because I
love
added
her
that
for her.
on as Wynne was whispering behind me.
Oh, excuse me.
And then I also add on at the very end, you just don't love him anymore.
Made a roll. You made a roll of 2.
No. I rolled the d6 for.
Something
Oh.
else.
Yeah.
It's a 6.
I don't know what that is for.
Because, like I said before, I didn't have a full contract prepared because I don't know how contracts work.
Right.
I wanted to give you guys a chance for that to work. So I rolled the d6.
Because the bullet points didn't say anything about her falling out of love. It was
Right.
him falling out of love. So that's why I was like holding my tongue the whole time. Like that's not how you read it. But
And if I roll the 6, I was going to let it work.
Ha
Yay.
I rolled the 6.
So does the contract like burst into flames?
The contract does not burst into. Who's holding the contract?
suppose I
Jack
still would be
would
unless
still
someone
I
else
think-
took it.
Wynne had it last, I think.
Yeah, I think Wynne had
Oh, you
one
did?
of the last.
Okay.
The ink on the paper, which is kind of like a dark brown, so would look more like blood, dried blood than ink.
Like a burgundy color, maybe.
Yeah.
Or...
It starts to fade and disappear from the page.
Jack.
I look over at Wynne and I'm like, did it work?
So,
Okay, should I drop concentration on the suggestion?
I'd
Or
look
just
back at the
let
paper.
or
Is it
just let it
blank yet?
ride?
You say that again?
I look back at the contract. Is it blank now?
It's blank, yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead, I think.
Okay, I drop concentration.
What suggestion? Do they know what you did afterwards?
Hold on.
I think so.
I will.
Don't they become? It's not the one where you become hostile, though, right?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't.
But
I mean, technically, she could love him again now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's gonna go back to loving him. I'm just trying to figure out if she knows that you did that to her.
Just let her roll for it. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
She can hate me
I
if
mean,
she
she knows
wants.
what she
Okay,
did,
she
though.
knows. What did you do that for?
I point
Did you
to
enter
the paper.
contract?
There's no contract now.
No. What did you do?
Well, I made the contract go away
Why did you do that?
so that you have your soul and stop killing people.
But now he won't love me.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours?
Damn.
No, I think it's your fault. Maybe you
No,
should be more
it's-
lovable.
Definitely your fault.
Okay, what are you gonna do about it?
I went right over my head.
Oh, jeez. What was
Are
the
you
last
gonna
thing?
attack me now or something?
Maybe you and your husband should seek counseling. You
What
can't
did she say?
force someone into a relationship with you. Your
Get
husband needs to have free will.
out of my house.
Wait, hold on. Are you gonna do this again?
Get out of my house.
Hey, Andor. You can take her to the guards now.
What's that gonna do? You don't have the contract.
We don't have the contract anymore. We can't prove anything.
What shop was it her mother owned?
Stephanie shop.
Let Andor deal with that.
Stephanie shop. What kind of products did Stephanie shop sell?
Oh, adventuring gear, and they were expanding into blacksmithing supplies.
Okay. I think we need to go speak with her mother.
Yes, I agree. Let's take her with us.
No,
Jack
put me
will-
down.
Jack will shrug and be like, I don't know what the point of all this is, but if we must.
Right now. I don't think I really trust you right now.
I look at Jack and I'm like, just, it's fine. Once Andor sets his mind to something, we just kind of let him do it. That's how he dies so many times.
Alright.
It'll be okay.
Perhaps it will be entertaining, I suppose.
Input from you, Araneus.
Don't worry, I'll be here to bring it back to life. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, I really didn't hear what you said.
No one asked for any input from you, Araneus.
Oh, well, I mean, nobody ever asks. Except for, Wynne. She asks for my input sometimes. And Meryl. It just seems that you don't ask for my input, which is okay.
And you wonder why. You had me asking people for money.
Well, yeah, and he learned a valuable skill.
And Josina's just screaming, let me go, let me go.
Andor lets her go. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. If she kills anyone, then it's on her, then she'll order the guards. But she hasn't done anything yet, so by law, we have to let her go.
But how do we know that people haven't already died?
We don't.
So she could have committed crimes.
We have no
guess
way of
the
proving
guards
she's
check her out.
committed any crime.
The
I mean,
contract
I
is gone.
personally don't care. We could do whatever.
Yeah, the contract is gone.
She screams, get
For-
out.
For now.
Andor starts walking out the door. Should you make another deal with the devil, we won't be back to save you.
Wynne suggests
And Jack
that we
leaves.
go speak with her mother to tell her mother what's going on.
I agree.
And maybe she can talk some sense into her, intervene.
Do you say that while you're still in the house, or after do you leave the house first?
Once we walk outside, I'll say to the party.
Okay.
I think we're done in there.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Oh, she's gonna for sure kill someone.
Alright. So...
I mean, Jack's along for the ride at this point.
Let's just say that you passed Stephanie's shop on the way to Josine's home, so you go the way to Stephanie's shop. So you head there, and it's open. I never said what time of day it was.
Evening.
Let's just go with it was
Right after.
it was around late morning when Andor and Oz's crew found you in the little chamber. It would just be a couple hours later than that, so around noon. So you make it to Stephanie's shop, and you go in and you see, because you haven't actually met Stephanie before, you see an elven woman walking around, talking to customers. Looks like there are a couple other people. That seem like they work there. They're tidying up the like. There's like two other people that they're like either sweeping up or they're straining up the shelves with the adventuring gear.
I walk up to one who is obviously not Stephanie. And I say, "Hey, are you Stephanie?"
No, that would be the elven woman over there.
Oh, okay. It's that woman over there, guys.
Wynne's just gonna look at Araneus and like give him a funny look and
About right.
Just doing my part.
I guess we walk over to Stephanie and
Hi there, how can I help you?
Yeah, your daughter is
What? Well,
Wynne?
don't.
Wynne?
we
My
need
daughter
to speak with
is
you in private about Josine.
What is she okay? What's going on?
So it seems that Josine, I don't know if you knew previously, but it seems she and her husband were having some issues, and he wanted to leave her.
Yes.
And-
Who are you and why are you talking about my daughter's affairs?
We were tasked with rescuing her, finding her, and we did such. And we brought her home safely to you.
Well, to her
But
house.
the whole reason she was in this predicament was because she signed a contract
Oh, I do suppose.
with
Sorry. Would have been nice to tell Stephanie that she was rescued when you got her back. We didn't think about that.
Well, we're telling
No,
her
we
now.
did.
Oh well.
I'm telling her now.
So Josine is fine, mostly.
Sorry, Libby. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought of that.
Oh, you're fine. So the whole reason that she ended up in this predicament was she signed a contract with a chain devil in order to keep her husband in love with her, which would in turn, if he fell in love with anybody else, that person would die.
No,
And-
not my Josine. That's preposterous.
Yes, you're Josine.
I do not believe you.
We read the contract ourselves.
Yeah.
I roll a persuasion and like the most serious looking face with the most charismatic statement of "It's true." Like I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Like because you can kind of do that in real life, right? You can, people
Yeah.
can tell when you're telling the truth for sure. So could I do that or roll for that just to
I
and so
promised you.
Wynne can keep talking while believing her, or no?
What we're saying is the truth.
I have a way of
Without a roll, it's just you saying that. So
confirming it without
that's why I'm asking if I can roll.
Why do you keep
Yeah.
rolling, Andor?
I had advantage on it.
You have advantage on persuasion?
Yep.
Why do you have
Nah,
advantage on
intimidation.
persuasion?
It's part of my charisma thing. No, you're right. I'm wrong. I just have advantage on intimidation, which is got to get changed.
You don't have advantage on intimidation either.
Or not intimidation. Never mind. I'm sorry. Just accept the first one. Why did I read that wrong?
All right,
Um,
so
I-
back to the
I-
character who
I-
does
you-
the charisma things, doing the charisma check
You
instead.
can go ahead and roll.
22.
Damn.
She just looks at Jack and in sheer disbelief and
realizes.
says, "It can't be true."
I have a way of I can cast Zone of Truth on Wynne here, who will gladly accept, getting, well, everyone here will be affected by it, but she will gladly accept being affected by the spell, which will cause her to have to speak the truth.
No,
I'm gonna
there's-
lean over to Meryl and say, "Why couldn't you have cast that earlier? And we were trying to get the truth out of Josine."
Yeah, what the
Because nobody
What was
asked. Nobody asked.
I walk away, specifically just outside of the range of said zone of truth, where I think it will
So
be
I'll
cast.
cast Zone of Truth.
No, that's fine. You don't have to. Okay.
She was convinced, but you can cast it if you want. She was just like,
Now, Wynne, say that again.
Oh,
That again.
Your daughter signed a contract with a chain devil to make her husband fall in love with her again. But the consequence of the contract would be that the chain devil could claim her soul and use her as a sacrifice at any time. The second consequence is if... Josh, what are you tapping on?
I was about to say something.
The second consequence would be anybody outside of Josie and her husband could develop feelings for would die. So in order to keep her husband in apparently a loveless marriage, she would kill others.
I can't be hearing this. I believe you.
We say this because we fear she may do it again.
She needs help. Out of character, Wynne kind of wants to see this husband to see why she's so obsessed with him.
Good point.
Looks like Danny DeVito.
Oh God.
That's why, but that would be why, because he's like Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito's great. Can't tell me
True,
otherwise.
true.
He's a court jester.
He's the greatest court jester. He makes me laugh, right?
He looks like a cross between Gary Busey and Steve Buscemi.
Oh God.
That's rough.
So you said that was out of character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Stephanie, so you said you wanted to talk to her in private. It didn't say she, pulls you to the side, but we're assuming this is like
Yeah.
off to the side
In
whispering.
private.
Yeah. She says, I really thought Pabelar was in love with her again.
I assume that's the husband's name.
Do you say that to her?
No, that's me. I assume that's the husband.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Oh,
There
nice.
is-
He
well,
seems
not-
very nice.
Not naturally.
Well, this is quite disturbing. And you're right, she does need help.
Please see that she gets it. We don't want to see anyone else get hurt.
I will try, but she's an adult. I can only do so much.
Go priest.
Maybe she will listen to you since you're her mother. You might know how to get through to her.
Maybe try keeping an eye on her.
I'll do my best.
Make sure she doesn't make another deal with a chain devil. He didn't sign the dang thing, so we don't have his name.
I will do what I can. I will try to get her help. I will try to keep her away from any fiendish influence.
Does Josine work with you here in the shop?
She used to, but she's been doing her own work lately.
When did that begin?
A few months ago? About 3
Question.
months?
Question, out of character here. Did we learn when she signed this contract? Has it been about 3 months ago?
I think it might have been 3 months ago.
Do you recall any maybe shady looking characters or somebody you didn't recognize coming into the shop about that time? Do you have any surveillance cameras? No.
I really don't recall.
You know the shop that might remember?
What's that?
Is there anybody else working in the shop that might remember seeing somebody that seemed out of place or suspicious?
You could speak with one of my 2 assistants, they might know.
A character here. If y'all can see where maybe Wynne's going with this, maybe the Chain Devil or one of its minions came in and spoke with Josine in the store, and maybe we can get a description.
Yeah, it's kind of where I figured you were
Kind of where
going
I
at.
figured you were going with it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I suppose we go talk to the assistants then?
I
This
go
one?
back to that same one that told me that she wasn't Stephanie, or he wasn't Stephanie.
He wasn't.
I don't know.
He's
They
a,
didn't.
He's a young-looking human, probably early 20s.
He.
Hey, he could have been Stephanie. I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't judge.
Yeah.
So I go over to him and I'm like, hey, about 3 months ago, when Josine still worked here, did you happen to see anybody that looked out of character, suspicious maybe even, talking to her?
You know, I think I do remember this weird guy talking to Josine, and it stuck out because she didn't usually talk to customers that much. She just sold them things and went on her way, but she talked to this one for quite a while.
You happen to have a description of this person?
Human.
I know it was a while ago.
See how good his memory is. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, it stuck out to me, so I do remember a good bit. He was human, maybe 35-ish. Kind of really, really pale skin. Had a gnarly scar going down the right side of his face.
I can see you looking over here.
That's
so I'm gonna wait.
good.
Is out of character, does the description of this person sound like the that sketch that we saw that was described to us by the person in the magic shop?
No.
Okay.
this is somebody different. So that you don't recognize this description.
Okay. So gnarly scar across his face, looked like maybe like an animal scar, or like
No, more like a dagger.
a dagger scar. Okay. And did you happen to get a name or anything from him?
Didn't get a name.
What's he wearing?
Just regular clothes.
Could you see his chest? I know that's a weird question,
No,
but it is pertinent.
I couldn't.
Okay.
And he was about my height, a little tall.
Well, I mean, to me, everybody's tall.
Well, a little tall for a human.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least it's something to go based off of. How good are you at drawing?
Drawing? Not all that great.
Gonna see if maybe you could sketch him for us.
You would get a stick figure. I am not that good.
I mean, to be honest, that's what you get out of me too. It'd be like a stick figure with like a slash across his face.
Wynne would have been taking notes
Okay.
and maybe drawing a light sketch. Where would you say the scar started? You said the right side of his face. Would it be? She's gonna point at her own face and kind of point up by her eye and say, did it like start up here, or did it start here? She's gonna like point at her.
About at his temple and went down to his chin, I think.
Okay, Wynne's gonna just kind of draw a rough sketch of a face and was it a straight line? Was it jagged?
It was a straight line.
Did he have facial hair?
You know, that I don't remember.
Huh. So I'm gonna go with probably not much, if he did have any. Did he have bushy eyebrows?
Hold on, let me. I'm not taking notes. Let me.
What color were his eyes?
I didn't get close enough to see.
Did you see his hair color? Did he have a hood up?
He did not have a hood. His hair was dark.
Okay. Dark hair, human, scar on right cheek, from temple
Fairly tall.
to chin.
Tall for a human, yeah.
Tall.
Were his ears pointed?
No, he was human.
Oh, well, I mean, he could have been half. I was just
If he was half, I would have said that.
But, I mean, yeah, but you also said you didn't know about his facial.
Didn't remember facial hair. Wearing regular clothing.
Couldn't see his
cloak
chest.
or hood. Okay.
Hold on, I need to see the wording of something.
So while Araneus, while you guys are talking to this
Like
gentleman,
detective Wynne over here.
Smokey the Fox, who we forgot about last session and for most of this session, who didn't go with you to the hatch in the forest. Smokey stayed at the carriage, just to explain why Smokey was not with you for that period of time. Was staying outside of Stephanie's shop, but has decided to wander in. And Stephanie sees the fox and says, who does the fox belong to?
Say.
Come again?
I think it was Meryl.
I'll raise my hand. Say that's
Well-
Smokey.
Fox was like a collective.
Yeah, we all kind of
Yeah, she asked if she could
adopted him.
go with all of you, and you said sure.
Oh, Stephanie asked. Oh, my bad. I missed that part.
Yeah, Stephanie asked.
It's kind of-
who does Fox
it
belong to?
I
Doesn't
point
really
to the
belong anywhere.
I point to the guy that we were talking to, and I go, "It's not him."
It's not him. Is the fox yours?
I mean, I wouldn't
It's
say
not
it's
ours.
ours. It's a companion.
Companion. There we go.
You don't,
Yeah, exactly.
you don't own animals.
Okay, well, I don't like animals in my shop. They tend to knock things over and break things.
I
kind of
pick up.
Meryl kind of glares at her.
I pick up Smokey. Is this okay if I just hold the fox?
You think you got that? Because
Yeah,
so-
I know it's
Meryl-
about my size. I understand.
And Meryl's gonna turn into her cabin form and just glare at her. What did you say?
Well, you were clearly not an animal.
She kind of just
You are more...
gestures all over. She kind of gestures all over her body, like not and what?
You are more civilized. You not go around knocking things over.
Not all animals go around knocking things over. That's mainly cats, and they're just assholes.
I mean, to be fair,
I mean, you
a
are
fox
a cabot.
a fox is like half dog, half cat.
Yeah, I know it's dog hardware running cat software, but still.
Have you not heard of the tale of the cabot in the dinerware shop?
No, I haven't. Can you elaborate on that one?
Oh, gosh.
What?
I shall not.
But I want to hear it.
That's too bad.
And now Meryl starts glaring at Andor.
The human you were talking to says, "Do you have any more questions for me, or can I go back to work now?"
I'm gonna look at Araneus, and I think that's
I can't think of
so.
anything else. Should we go ask the other shopkeep?
Andor chuckles to himself. Do you know the Muffin Man?
sure.
He lives on Drury Lane.
He
Isn't that over
chuckles
by
at-
your house?
Oh,
Wait, are you
No.
the Muffin Man?
My God. Andor chuckled it to himself.
I didn't even hear what you said.
He said, "Do you know the Muffin Man?"
Okay, maybe I didn't hear it.
Oh.
So, what next?
Araneus and Wynne will go talk to the other person to see if they saw the same person.
We go back to the guild.
The other person who was a half-elf man does not remember anybody strange coming into the shop around that time.
Well, thank you for your time.
He looks a little annoyed that you bothered him while he was working.
I look a little annoyed that he looks annoyed.
Otherwise, I guess back to the home base.
Yep.
Like Andor was saying.
Yeah, we should go back to the guild.
Back
Report
to the
back to the
guild.
guild and take on the quest. I'm sure we have much to discuss. I'm sure you all have questions.
Yeah, like our...
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like how you found the hatch and why you were teamed up with Oz.
Yeah, why you weren't
Did you-
able to do it without Oz?
Did you miss my explanation before, Zoomy?
I must have. Sorry.
I
Oh,
did
good.
not. I was just wondering why Andor himself. He must not like us that much.
Oh
No,
yeah, because he has a habit of dying.
I needed
That's right.
to repent for a lot of my former bad ways.
Oh, like using the king's name, that kind of stuff.
well, not just using the king's name. There was also the extortion and just there was other things in my past that I wanted to make up for.
And then you called me a bad person.
I was aggressive, not evil by nature.
I am not evil.
By nature.
Anyways,
By nature.
At all.
By nature.
By nature.
I may, I may do some questionable things that seem to be evil, but I also do good things.
Oh, like avoiding my zone of truth every single time I cast it.
Correct. That's a good thing.
anyways,
I don't want to be
decided
forced to
to-
tell the truth.
go down the path of redemption, and I have taken up the ways of the paladin, redeeming myself.
Oh, so you're a big bad paladin now, huh? Or big
No,
good
I
paladin?
only just I'm lawful. That's what I am. I have only just started down the ways, but already I can heal people upon touch.
I can do that too. I mean, that's not a big deal.
No, but it is.
Andor can do it
a
better.
deal. I can do it better.
Well,
I've
I-
only just begun.
he will
Not really,
he will be able to do it better.
I don't know. My spirits are pretty good at healing.
And that's fine.
Wynne's gonna lean down to Meryl to Meryl and say, "It's not a competition.
Hmm.
Let
Yes, it
him find
is.
his way."
With him it is. With him it is.
So, with me by my side, I was able to take on this path of redemption for myself.
Well, that's always good.
I'm trying to make up for the ways I was approaching everything.
Wait, so does that mean you're going to be nicer to me now?
I'm going to be lawful. That's what I'm going to be.
Wynne's going to
That was
chuckle
a
at that because
Total
it didn't
non-answer.
answer the question.
Totally
Right.
didn't answer the question.
Lawful doesn't always mean nice.
Yeah,
that
there's
is
lawful
that is
evil.
true.
There is lawful evil.
Yeah, maybe he's the evil one.
I assure you, I'm not evil.
Is Andor the chain devil?
He might
Ooh.
be.
Might be.
No.
You know-
Dun-dun-dun.
We tested Smokey. We haven't tested Andor.
By all means.
So a little suspicious about the fox. I don't know.
I'm a little suspicious, but I did cast Detect Evil and Good, and nothing happened.
don't
I do
have
remember that.
Smokey in my
Yeah.
list here. Smokey is with you,
The fox.
but yeah, I don't have the token.
Smokey speaks to us in our heads, right? Doesn't actually speak. If I remember correctly.
No, Smokey is a fox. Leocron and Meryl used
Speak with animals.
speak with
yeah.
animals in order to talk to her.
Right, and just to, because it's been so long since we've played, we found Smokey at the Red Wolves camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, specifically at the
shortly-
campfire.
Right, and that's right. When fed her, I think it was when somebody fed her. Okay, yeah. And then after that, we heard the voices in our head. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to remember my timeline.
But I did cast Detect Evil and Good and didn't get anything. So we at least know that Smokey is not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Did you intend on testing me?
Oh, no. Okay. When I did that before on Smokey, you would have popped up.
Andor was
Unless
with
something's changed. Andor was with us at the camp.
you. The Red Wolf
No,
camp?
I wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
No, he wasn't.
Oh, was he not?
No, he wasn't.
I
No.
was away training.
Oh. Then yes.
Mhm.
I just cast it. Hold on, let me see if he's in. Yeah, he's in range.
For some reason, I have nothing in my notes about Smokey.
And I also wait for Jack
Oh,
to be
I do.
nearby as well.
All I say is we end up encountering a fox and take it with us. All right, good notes taking, Libby. Good notes.
Hey, it's better than my notes.
Jack, do you come in within range?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you
So I can-
casting?
I just detect evil and good.
Oh, Wynne doesn't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just for aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Yeah, so like those things, yeah.
Oh no, am I undead? No.
So even if you
I
were a
guess
bad
we'll
person,
find
it
out.
wouldn't matter.
Ignis is the only thing that pings from the spell.
Well, technically Ignis isn't here yet. Because we haven't had a long rest for me to recast it.
Oh, right. Ignis pooped. I forgot.
Yeah, because the magic thing.
Yes, forgot about that. Okay. So nobody pings.
Okay. There, you're tested, Andor. Do you feel better now?
Feel nothing.
Well, of course you feel nothing. You only seem to feel things when you die.
And with that, Andor starts walking to the bar.
Oh boy. So when you get into the guild, you notice, as usual, there are other adventurers around, sitting at the tables, sitting at the bar, eating, drinking. A couple of them are over at the quest board.
I'm gonna order a carrot whiskey from the
Oh gosh.
from Rick.
You forget about the carrot whiskey.
I did not.
Carrot. What?
Yeah, half and
And
half
look
carrot
at-
is whiskey.
I get
Wynn's gonna look at. Oh, go
Can
ahead.
you make whiskey?
I
out
was
of
gonna
carrots?
say I get Rex's attention. Yes, they actually do have carrot whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
But I
Interesting.
get Rex's attention, and I'm like light, very light. But I just pantomime it, and he knows what I mean.
Yeah, Wynn's gonna look at Jack and say it's apparently Meryl's drink of choice now. It's very potent. I don't recommend it.
Oh, Rec brings you a carrot whiskey.
She gingerly sips it.
You pay him whatever silver for it. Not gonna make you take it off.
Okay.
All right. Did we have anything else that we had going right now?
I don't think
we
you had any.
other
No, it was nothing active.
quest board.
Time for a quest board.
I go to the quest board.
Oh, whoops. One sec.
What time are we playing?
We're not going much longer.
Alright, just check.
Okay. So there are a bunch of quests on there, but only 2 of them really jump out at you because of the gold amount that they offer. All the others are just below your interest level at this time. It's my way of saying I was only able to come up with 2.
Artemis! Let's help Artemis out.
So
Oh, there they are.
there's one. Adventurers needed to retrieve an important alchemical ingredient. Come see Bartimus Reed at his laboratory in Onrix and South Beldrake. Pay up to 1,000 gold. And then, if you think back, you might remember.
I remember popping up.
There was a quest posting in the form of a letter from Luxalim the Faultless. He had put up a posting twice asking, offering a sum total of 500 gold for adventurers to retrieve some items for him. And now there's a third one up that says, Dear adventurers, I, the great wizard Luxalim Cornan, am quite happy with the services you have provided. I require one more item from my current project, and I am prepared to offer a sum total of 1,000 gold to whomever comes to my tower in Emilo, learns what I need, and retrieves it for me. Sincerely, Luxalim the Faultless.
Yeah, let's help Artemis.
I wonder if they both need
Says-
the same thing.
Well, Bartimus says pay up to 1,000 gold.
Yeah, he could technically just pay 1 gold and fulfill that.
Right.
But
I don't like the wording on Bartimus's.
he's my teacher.
Doesn't mean he won't try
Can
to.
Can you contact him from here?
Oh no, I can't.
Oh, well then,
We should go where the gold is for sure.
I say we take both of them.
And we do that.
To keep Oz's group from getting the other one.
Oh God.
I don't think that's very fair, seeing how it's just working with Oz and he's a fine fellow.
Probably need the same item.
Did you just call Oz a fine fellow?
I did, yes.
What
I
oath
wonder
did
if
you
Oz-
take?
The tables have turned.
I wonder if Oz feels the same.
Oh boy.
Based on the conversation I had with him earlier.
Perception.
So which one are we choosing? What are you rolling perception for?
When
The
votes.
way Araneus said that from the conversation.
Well, that wouldn't be perception anyway. That would be insight.
'Tis why you ask to do an action.
Yeah, that too.
Receive the order.
Is going to
And-
vote for the Luxalim the Faultless quest.
Okay, we have 1 vote for Luxalim.
I vote either both or Luxalim.
Yeah, 2 votes for both or 2 votes for Luxalim, 1 for taking both.
I mean, if we can't take both, sure, but I mean,
I mean, you've taken 2 quest postings before.
Yeah. Take them both down.
I don't think Jack
Where-
would be
where
very
is-
torn either way. So
Where is Imolo
job's a
in
job.
relation to South Wildrake? Just
Emilo, I can't remember. What maps do you guys have?
I have a map of Martzlock in my inventory.
my map is for Gathelion, so not useful at the moment.
So you would have to probably ask around and find out where Emilo is. Or anybody proficient in history can make a history check.
Yes.
I am not proficient.
Oh, okay. Emilo is a town in the blended settlements to the west of Martzlock. It's a
Well,
fairly large
I-
town.
I have the Wanderer feature, so
And I
One
just
second,
realized I made a typo on Lux Lim's posting. That's embarrassing. Oh well. Yes, you have the Wanderer feature, but that doesn't work if you haven't been there before.
oh,
If it makes you feel any better, it still kind of looks right. If you don't look too close at it.
That's probably how I missed it. So you're taking both
yeah.
and doing which one first? Luxalim?
Whichever one is closer, we go to first, I would assume.
So Imolo is to the west of Martzlock. We don't have a full map up, so I'm trying to remember. But isn't Bartimus more to the east?
Yeah, Bartimus is in Onrix, which is in... what did it say? North Weldrake? I think it said North Weldrake.
So if we're
South
going,
Weldrake. South Weldrake.
where's South Wilbur?
So Bartimus is definitely closer.
where is that on the map? Can you click?
South Weldrake would be right about... here-ish? No, here. And then blended settlements, Emilo is like right
A
here.
very large ping, so maybe there.
Around there, yeah.
And around here.
Yeah, ish. Yeah.
Okay.
And you are right here.
I think you said when
Again,
I
that's
was-
a very big ping. So
When I
we're
first-
around here.
Where the,
When I first-
where the W of Woodhurst is, yeah.
Because when I first went to there from the Adventurers Guild, it took like 3 hours to get there. No, not 3, about an hour, 1 hour. Sorry, yeah, like 1 hour to get there.
So we could come down here. And then go over here. And then, did we ever come back down here? to help the Shadow Guard, like we promised.
You have not. You
We'll be
haven't.
back.
You haven't They did tell you they didn't expect you to help because they didn't expect you to just go into the shadow plane.
Yeah, we haven't figured out a way to make sure we can get back yet.
They
Yeah.
essentially
We have
relieved
those
you of
tickets.
that. They relieved you of that responsibility, even though you still feel obligated. All right, so we've got our quests for next time. Got our direction. You know where we're going. It is 8:45. I think that's a good place to stop.
I look over at Jack
Yes.
and I say, "Oh,
Oh yeah.
are you just like coming with us now? I mean, it's cool if you are, but we never really established that."
I figure you guys make good money, and I can help you make good money.
Well,
Figured we would keep this going.
I say, welcome to the team.
Well, I'm not gonna assume I'm just back. So, would you guys have me back?
No. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Meryl doesn't care. She's drunk off her butt right now.
I think Meryl needs to cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
Eh.
Don't mess up the wording.
I look at Andor and I say, "Yeah, I guess you can come back."
All right.
But I would like it if you didn't call me evil. It's not nice.
Fair enough. I apologize.
Meat looks up at Andor and says, "Meat back too?"
Of course.
Meat never left.
Meat was always in our heart.
All along.
Cholesterol.
I know what's wrong.
That's Meat's other nickname.
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol.
Alright.
Oh, I assume we filled Andor in that Cramkill and Leocron left.
No, we wait for him to ask.
I assume Cramkill and Leocron are gone.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you see him?
Leocron did some things in the last quest that he didn't feel comfortable with,
Yeah, you
And-
like straight up murdered that dude.
and he wanted to find balance again. And I don't recall why Cramkill left.
Cramkill left because basically he was freaked out by the Fiend King being in his head.
That's
and
right.
Didn't sign up for that. Signed up to take quests, so he went home.
And we just didn't mention the fact that if the Fiend King was already in your head, then there's probably no going back. But that's fine.
Well,
But we'll figure that out later.
let us get some rest and we'll start the day again tomorrow.
That's how days work.
Yeah, that's kinda how this works.
Yeah, I think if Meryl's not gonna cast Lesser Restoration on herself, she's gonna have to sleep off the whiskey.
Yeah, with that crit fail, yeah.
Alright, let me just put that in my notes so I know we're going to the next day.
Before the next session, I'll need to look through my spells and possibly swap out spells in my spell book, if you know what we're doing.
Before I take my long rest, I do my Find Familiar.
And I will have goggles of night. By the end of this long rest. So yay, dark vision.
So Ignis is back. And Jack might see me go in my ring.
What does that entail?
Find out next time on World of Akala.
World of Akala.
Alright. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. We had Josh and Adam also streaming the game out. So why don't you guys tell us where they can find your channels?
I'm sorry, that sounded like an incomplete sentence. So I was waiting.
Yeah, it did kind of sound like
Don't
an
everybody jump at once.
Right. I was like, is he gonna talk again or?
I guess Josh, go ahead and go first.
I'll go. You can find me at twitch.elitend33. I will go ahead and put a link in Brian's YouTube for Walter Bacala. My viewers, please stand by. I'm gonna throw up the BRB and we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so.
As for me, I'll be streaming up again next week, doing some party games and stuff. That is Silent Wolf 145 on Twitch.
All right, and we'll be back here next week.
Maybe.
I do plan on switching to Twitch at some point. Probably should have done the housekeeping stuff at the beginning instead of literally right before the goodbyes. And Robert Adset already left. He was really the one I wanted to get this out there too. But hopefully he watches the rest of this. Oh, he's back. Look at that.
Okay.
Robert Adset, you are our one of the ones that watch every single week. I want to make sure that we don't lose you when we move to Twitch. Would you be willing to follow us to Twitch is basically what I'm asking you. It's twitch.tv/worldofakala. I'm hoping to start streaming from Twitch instead of YouTube next week. I'll see you there. Beautiful. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, everybody, for playing.
He is in
Everybody,
the Discord, right?
I don't know, Robert. You're not in our Discord. I didn't think you ever were. But if you're interested, links in the description if you want to. But yeah.
I may not be available next week.
Okay. All right. Everybody, say their goodbyes, and we'll get out of here.
All right. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
Remember to hug your loved ones.
Good fortunes forward.
Their goodbyes, and we'll get out of here.
There we go. Have a good night. And we're out.